for generations. It is a true heirloom.
It is. Now, the only thing is with the Akoya pearl necklace, which is our showstopper, we didn't bring in 5,000 because imagine cherry picking those Akoya pearls in the length of time it takes for them to grow. We have less than 200 of that necklace to go around, and I can see everyone is already calling in on that, plus the ring, which we only have 200 available for as well, which we're going to be talking about next hour. But we have a very quick special. This is going to be a 5-minute special. This is a wardrobe of stud earrings. This is a girl's must-have. These are so beautiful, whether you want to keep them all for yourself or whether you want to split them up. You want to think about Mother's Day. You want to think about maybe you have a bride. My niece is getting married in November. This would be a great gift. She can maybe keep the white with the white topaz and with the jackets. And then for all of her bridesmaids, she can give them their own each color. How fantastic would that be? Because you get the white studs, you get the black, the gray, and the blush color. And then we're also including that round white topaz jacket that you can see. So that's going to give you 8 possible looks, Josh, at $79.95. Free shipping and 4 flex.
Love it. This is the single most universal piece of jewelry ever created. The pearl stud earring is an icon. There is not one iconic woman throughout history that did not own her pair of pearl stud earrings. If you're gonna own pearl studs from Imperial. The difference is the moment that you put these studs next to the studs you might already have at home, you will notice in that moment that the luster is more beautiful, the shape is better, the colors are more beautiful. Get these home and you will wear these. These will become a staple in your jewelry collection.
They really do. I mean, and I think for $19.99 on 4 monthly installments on your credit card, Josh, I'm giving a little sneak peek of this ring that's on sale, that's flanked, that classic 3-stone.
Yes.
It's coming up next, but I think how beautiful that looks, the white topaz. They look like the perfect match. Angie has on that blush. I'll kind of maybe pop one off and show you or do we have an extra set, Jasmine, on the side? Okay, I will find them here. Oh, perfect. And that way I can show you the jacket. Hopefully my big fingers won't get in the way, but that's neither here nor there. But this, to me, when you think about the elegance and the sophistication, Josh, you're right. I mean, you guys cherry pick the perfect pearls.
Yeah.
And then what we're doing is giving you something. There is the jacket. I'm just going to pull it off. Let's see if I can do it without dropping it. And that's the jacket, and they just slip right on to the back. And then you now are transforming the look of that classic, timeless stud done in a cultured freshwater pearl. That's the beauty of these. But to me, it almost gives it a touch of glamour. I think if someone is getting married, it just adds that little sparkle, that little scintillation, and the drama, Josh, of the black, the pretty and soft, is almost like a dove gray. You have them in your blush pink, and you have them in your classic white. This, you could split up, and we're talking about, what, $20
Yeah,
I mean, that's incredible. Actually less because you include the studs, the jackets.
And each pair comes with a pair of backs, and we have that one pair of jackets. That's 30% of a carat each, and these are natural white topaz. Each is 30% of a carat, a total over half carat, 0.60, 60% of a carat of white topaz comes with these. And these are our 4 most popular colors. In the world of pearls, the most popular color of freshwater pearls is your exotic peacock, which is that black that has those, you'll see when you get it home, it has different shades of color and overtones.
Look at the
Then
black.
we have the beautiful blush. The blush is absolutely, take your breath away. You will fall in love with that blush color. Then you have the classic white, and then we have the platinum, which is that modern, powerful, strong, you know, look. So no matter what outfit that you're wearing, you're gonna have the perfect pair of pearl stud earrings to go along with it. And then when you add in that white topaz, it's just that shimmer, that sparkle.
I like it.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And you could wear the white topaz with any other earring you might have, or if it fits in with your pearls, of course.
So 532, 589. Let me give you the millimeter size. They're 8 to 9 millimeters. The stud is going to be 5/16 of an inch in the length, and the jacket is 7/16 of an inch in the length. This is all done in sterling silver, so it is that noble pressure.